This is lesson 6-6, which is solving one-step inequalities. You can solve inequalities when you need to find an unknown amount. For example, you can determine how close you are to meeting a goal in sports or business. So to solve an inequality, similar to solving an equation, you're going to use inverse operations to get the variable alone. So in this example, we have s minus 7 is less than 3. So we're looking for all values of s that make this inequality true, that makes the left side less than 3. So I know that the opposite of subtracting 7 is adding 7. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. That cancels out. I'm left with s is less than 10. So in order for this statement to be true, s must be less than 10. So that means I can't plug in 10 because there's no little equal sign right there. Oops, let me rewrite that. I can't plug in 10, but I could plug in 9. So let's check and see if that works. 9 minus 7 is less than 3. Big question mark. We don't know if that's true. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 is less than 3. Yes, that solution works out. So we know that we solved this inequality correctly. Now we have n plus 12 is greater than or equal to 18. Similar to the last problem, I'm going to do the inverse operation. So minus 12 from both sides. N has to be greater than or equal to 6. So to make this inequality true, the left side, the n, must be 6 plus 12 is greater than or equal to 18, or n must be greater than or equal to 6. You could plug in 7, 8, 9, 10, a million. What you couldn't plug in is any number less than 6. So 5 wouldn't make this inequality true. Let's take a look at one more. U minus 6 is less than or equal to 3. So I have minus 6, so I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So U has to be less than or equal to 9. A marathon runner plans to run at least 55 miles this week. He has already run 42 miles. Write and solve an inequality to find out how many more miles he plans to run this week. So I know that the miles run plus the miles left has to be at least or greater than or equal to 55. I know that my m is going to equal miles left. So this right here is going to be replaced by m. I know that he already ran 42 miles. So I have 42 miles plus m is greater than or equal to, 55. So I'm going to subtract 42 from both sides. M is greater than or equal to 13. The marathon runner plans to run at least 13 more miles this week. A restaurant can serve a maximum of 115 people. There are now 97 people dining in the restaurant. Write and solve an inequality to find how many people can be served. So the first thing I'm going to do is let P equal the number of additional people that the restaurant can serve. And I let my variable equal what I don't know, right? I want to know how many more people can the restaurant serve. So I know that P plus what is already in the restaurant, or the number of people already in the restaurant is 97, is going to be less than or equal to 115. And I know it's less than or equal to because it says a maximum. It's a maximum of 115 people. So therefore, you can have a total of 115, but you could also have 114. You could have 113. It could be any number less than or equal to 115. So now I'm just going to solve that equation, or that inequality, for P. So I'm going to subtract 97 from both sides. P is less than or equal to 18. You can have a maximum of 18 more people in the room, or 17 or 16, any number that is less than or equal to 18. The restaurant can serve at most 18 more people. So you might be wondering, how do I know that certain words mean greater than or less than or equal to? And part of that is just experience. But here I've gathered some key words that might help you decipher when to use which symbol. So more than, exceeding, above, or greater than mean you're going to use the greater than symbol. The greater than or equal to symbol is used when you see the keywords at least, no fewer than, minimum, top, or no less than. The statements that use the less than symbol include fewer than, below, less than, under, smaller than. And then the less than or equal to symbol includes the phrases no more than, not above, does not exceed, at most, bottom, or up to. So those are just some keywords to help you guys figure out when you use certain symbols.